Howdy, folks. Tony Dolce here. Another rant. You know, I'm kind of looking at stuff as like a conspiracy theorist lately. A lot of weird shit going on, you know? Like gun control aspects of things. Now, you guys remember the Pulse nightclub shooting and also the Vegas shooting. There's quite a few shootings, no doubt. To try to push for the Democrats use a lot of that to push for gun control. But I was watching a few videos, and they were kind of showing the facts on those. You know, like if you watch the Pulse nightclub video, when people are running, they're running towards the club, not away from it. It's kind of strange. And some of the recordings inside said there was two shooters, not one. And if you look at the Vegas shooting, that's a big one. That was big. A lot of people died in that. That was pretty sad. But they show video of the guy, the shooter, going into the hotel, but he had no weapons. There was 42 guns found. 42. How'd they get in there? When he's walking in on video, I mean, this is Las Vegas. Las Vegas has cameras everywhere, right? And it's showing on there that he come in with minimal luggage. And it's also showing that it wasn't his window that was destroyed. It was the window next to his that was destroyed. And then the very next day, when they started reporting on it, then they're showing his window shattered all of a sudden. And also the sheriffs that were going up in there. I mean, it was really weird. So anyway, here's what my rant's about today. I'm looking at a lot of stuff like that. And let me say this right here, okay? There's a lot of shit out there we don't know about, okay? For whatever reason it is, But here's what I'm going to say about it. Look, if this is actually some kind of conspiracy, and a lot of people are dying to get across somebody's agenda, that's pretty freaking sad. And I think we ought to investigate that a little more. We ought to start looking into these conspiracy theories a little more just to test them, because it has happened. It has happened in the past. Israel proved that. When they went out and they started attacking one of our ships with their military planes called the USS Liberty. Look it up online, folks. USS Liberty. Look that up. And two Israeli jets came out, started firing on it, even though it was flying a white flag, and it was also flying the American flag. And they said, oh, well, they were just trying to win support so they can help attack Palestine. They would win support. They tried to say it was Palestinian fighters when it was really unmarked Israeli jets. So it has happened before. It's not like it doesn't happen. I ain't too sure about the World Trade Center, to be honest with you. I mean, now that I've seen a lot of the evidence, these planes bringing down these huge ass buildings that were built to withstand that, And I've been watching a lot of this stuff, and it is fascinating. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But I'm going to say this: if it is true, and we need to find stuff out. If there's thousands of people dying, folks, there's like 3,000 people died in the World Trade Center bombings. 33 people died in the USS Liberty attack. 56 people died at the Las Vegas shooting. What was it, like 19 or something? Died at the Pulse nightclub shooting. So if people are dying to further an agenda of a political party, I think that political party ought to be brought up on charges, and the American people should see it. We should have that publicized on television. Now, I see people talking about this Area 51, all this other stuff. Anytime I see stuff like this, it seems to me that what this is to draw our eyes away from something else. Okay? So what I do is I look in all directions. I don't just focus on the one thing they're trying to feed into our brains that everybody seems to believe because it's on the news, it's true, which that ain't right, You got to study this shit. So, if I'm seeing this, if they're wanting me to look one way, I always look the other way to see what they're trying to hide. You know what I mean? So I, invite you to do the same. Let's see if we can get this investigated. Instead of trying to storm Area 51 or whatever this joke's going on here, instead of trying to do something like that, why don't we really try to find out what happened during this conspiracy theories? Against like the World Trade Center and things like that. Bin Laden being, killed and all that. I found it really weird that when they said they shot bin Laden, the corpse itself was only like 6'1" or 2", laying down. Now a corpse doesn't shrink when it's laying down; it actually gets longer. And bin Laden was like 6'4", 6'5". He was a tall ass Muslim. So how would he be shorter than normal? And he was also one of 52 children, and he was a billionaire. His whole family's billionaires. And his sister, when they got him in Pakistan, his sister was part of the government. And she would have known this. She would have known what was happening, So he would have been forewarned. And when they go in there, there's not a lot of resistance. There's not a lot of fighting. I mean, this is a guy that's supposed to be highly protected, has billions of dollars, could afford a whole security service. But yet there was minimal fighting. And then strangely, a lot of those that were part of that SEAL team that went in there died in a 1 in a million shot from a shoulder-fired rocket at their Chinook helicopter that downed it. So I don't know. I find it really strange, folks. A lot of weird shit's going on. I'm starting to feel it. You can kind of feel it, So here's what I say, folks. Instead of trying to make these jokes about storming Area 51, and if you're going to do it, hey, do it. Handle that. I'd like to see how it goes. If you think they can't stop y'all, check out what a warthog will do to a human. All right? They can wipe out a whole field of people in one pull of the trigger. All right? So yes, they can. And that's a secret military installation. Secret military installation. You try to cross it states right on there, you will be shot. Okay? So if anybody tries to storm Area 51 and gets gunned down, that's your stupid problem. You shouldn't have done it. So what I say is research. Look for the research. Go to your congressman. Start talking to your congressman. Hey, man, what's up with this? What's up with this? Start doing investigations. There's people out there that's lawyers. There's people out there that's investigators that can find shit out about this. Government people, So if you're one of those government people, you know what? I'd really be kind of interested to know about these conspiracies. Go ahead and shoot me a motherfucking text. I don't care. But, I'll post it online. I don't give a shit. You'll be anonymous as fuck. I'll put my name on it. I don't give a fuck. So here's what I'm saying, research everything. When they try to focus your vision on one thing, look the other way, folks, because they're trying to stab you in the back with something. They're gonna hit you hard with something. Like these Mueller reports I'm watching on TV right now. This is a distraction from something else. Okay, something else is going on. So they're trying to distract us with this nonsense. I mean, come on, folks. Look. They've been trying to nail Trump since 2016. It is almost 2020. Okay? Enough of it. We're all getting tired of it. We're all getting tired of this Democrat, Republican bullshit. People yanking MAGA hats off. Antifa sitting there bombing on people. Proud Boys bombing on people. Look, it's all getting stupid. We're all focusing on what the government wants us to focus on. Okay, each other. Now, when I was in the joint, when I was in prison, the guards have a really good way of doing it. If we focus on each other, we won't focus on them, right? So that's how it is with our government, folks. The government does that too. If they don't want us focusing on them, they'll throw some bullshit in our face, get us all interested in that, so we ain't seeing what's going on for real. So here's what I say: investigate. So if you find out anything pretty interesting, hey, hit me with a message, folks. I'll investigate it even further. So y'all have a good day. It's Tony Doles. Check you later.